Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. Somebody drew this and sent it to me, and when they printed these lines, they intersected it, and they're really unhappy it does this. I think it's a quick fix. I'm going to set my nudge. Let me see how big this is. Wow, 22 inches. 25-inch nudge factor. Hit the plus key on your keyboard and nudge out of the way. Let's see if it's grouped together, and it's not. So I'm going to get rid of the fill. Now, a couple of things I noticed when I was looking at it, your lines aren't even. But that's not his question. These lines will not cut off like that. You know, even if they would. So let's, I'm going to hold down the shift key and I'm going to grow these lines outwardly. Okay. And you know what? While we're here, is that a group? Yes. I am going to nudge it 0.02. I'm just going to, it's just a pet peeve just to make your, see, there's another little bit of a problem. There was another line. Go up to object, group, and ungroup it, and get rid of that line. Oh, there was another one. Another one. So at some time you made copies, and that, okay, it was only that one. So now I need to group these together. And the best way to group them together is to set your nudge factor back on that 25 and get your outline and move it out of the way. Take your Alt key and swipe through. That'll select them all and go up to group. Okay, now we can put this back. And now you can see our lines aren't really even. And I'm going to set my nudge factor back to 0.02. And nudging this direction isn't perfect, but whoop. I just want all the lines past there and kind of even. I don't know, maybe the logo is like that. But now you see everything past there. Okay, we're going to, you know what? We're going to make a duplicate of this. Okay, I hit it once time with a nudge, but I was nudging low. So I'm going to make an example of this. And on this one, you know what? We got 2 copies of that. Yes, and you don't have to hit your calculator. I'm going to take, okay, that's a group. For a second, I got to ungroup them. Then I'm going to take the Alt key and just swipe through there. And I'm going to go up to object and it won't let me do it. You know what? There was maybe 2 groups. Wow, there's some hidden stuff in your drawing. Wow. Okay. Tell you what, real quick, we're going to look at this thing under wireframe. Not really going to show anything because they're all lines. That didn't help us. View, enhance. Let me swipe through here with the Alt key. We got 6 objects. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's some double lines somewhere. Let's go Alt key. Make sure they're ungrouped. Let's move this out of the way. And let's just start moving lines. 1, 2, 3. See, there's a double line. 4. There's a double line. So evidently you, or maybe I can't say you did it. Maybe you, there's a double line. Maybe when I made a duplicate, I moved it over, not knowing. So this is getting a lot more involved than I thought. Okay, there's our lines. Now I'm going to go up here and let's, you know, they don't look as thick as those lines. Let's make them this 0.1. And you know what? I didn't get them all. Sometimes when you have a curved line right there, you've got to really make sure you really select it. There we go. Now I'm going to go to object and convert the outline to an object. And watch what happens now when I nudge this back. My lines are over the line. I'm going to group these together. I'm going to fill this in with gray. I'm going to have to see the line, so I'm going to go to object order back a page. And now I'm going to select everything and I'm going to intersect. Now look at our lines. I hit gray. How they've cut right on the line. That's the difference between lines. And at one point I nudged something wrong. Well, okay, I didn't nudge it wrong. I just didn't bring the box. And let's turn the box yellow or gray, order back a page. And it's going to be the same scenario on this top one. It might even be easier though. Maybe there's no double lines. See, I can't say you did it. I could have done it. Okay, I took away a line I shouldn't have. You know, that's one thing nice that I use all the time with Corel. I'm going to back up to where I had that other line, and I'm going to nudge it up. Now, there are 2 objects, so go up to object, group, and ungroup. 6 objects, but there's only 5 lines. So I'm just going to nudge them over. So that top line, again, was a duplicate. So now we have 5 lines, so we can get rid of this. Now this is going to be the same scenario. I'm going to fill that in with that. I am going to convert these to a object, and I'm going to nudge them back over. Whoop. I'm going to group them together. You've got to group them together for this to work. When you do it, you've got to be able to see them when you do this, when you intersect. So see how the lines, well, they're not even sticking over. So let's make them stick over a little bit. The bottom one, maybe not. I'm just going to have them stick over. I'm just, so next time when you do draw it, just draw it. See how they're been cut? We actually need to skew a little bit more to get that other one there too. All right, now when we select all this, go up to intersect. And I do not know why this is doing this. Normally it doesn't intersect like that, because it's kind of changing the color. But look at it now where that is cut right on there. This is really getting fun. So let's move these. No, I just want the color. And also he has a, so when you do your pick tool and get off your pick tool, the last one you picked is still there. We're going to give it a little interactive fill tool, put a little darkness underneath that turn, which I think he already did. And to get it less dark, just bring your, that's pretty cool. So let's look at the difference. See, printing, that would show up. Tell you what, let's put a black box around it. I like that. Then go up to object, order, back a page. And look at the difference. These lines just die into the depth, and those lines are not there. Wow. So next time you do this, before you do anything, convert them to an outline. And let's prove that point. I'm the world's worst at that. Start moving it, then hold down the control button. We're going to make 2 lines. Hit the plus key on your keyboard. Let's make both of them really, well, let's go really thick. And I could have made it just copy. Now I'm going to convert this bottom one to an object. And I'm going to take another line. The best thing I could do would probably take a circle, but I'm just going to do this. And let's take and cut that away and cut that away. Okay, it won't stop it. So the other alternative is to take that and go, make sure you have that line. We've already converted it to an outline or an object because you can see the difference. That just has the nodes real close. So I'm going to left click, right click, and hopefully this will work. And then fill it in with black. That's probably why it was feeling like that a while ago. Let's do red so they're both the same. So that's the difference in a line and then an object. You can cut that line perfectly. Now you could still fix this by going here, going up to object, convert it to an outline, left click, right click. And you don't have to even cut it. You could just fill it in. And it'll get that shape. And then you could actually take away that line. Anyway, I hope that was a little bit understandable, and thank you for watching.